What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is the recorded version of the live event that was hosted yesterday at 5 p.m. EST. But this is the better version because you'll get to hear everyone's experience, goals for next year, and more. And they're just real short clips. And if you watch the trailer, you'll know how the order goes of everyone. And yeah, so. But we'll be talking about some things, and I'll see y'all at the end. So, my name is Skyler Wright. I'm the host and owner of the S Room Podcast, in case you didn't know me. But my experience of this year, being that we started the podcast this year, we're still doing pretty good, but COVID has limited things that we were going to do, and technology issues, of course. So, but we've completed a lot of goals this year, and there's a couple of goals that we're going to have to carry over into next year. And we're making a video about that coming out sooner, or later, I'm sorry, and I've talked about this in many of my, some of my videos of how we'll be coming out with a reflection video that reflects on this year and opens up new goals for next year. And a lot of important stuff will be in that one. It'll be our New Year's edition video. And, I've already got people scheduled for next year, and it's just going to be very cool how we're going to be able to do it. But, we've completed a lot of course, and goals for next year, are to, hopefully COVID is over, and hopefully we can grow our channel, get more viewers, subscribers, and things like that. But it's just a small handful. So, but yeah, 2020 has been a weird year for everyone, I'm sure. So, yep. So, guys, I hope you liked. So, in a brief description, how was your year, your experience of 2020?
It was interesting. I guess that would be the best way to put it. It was interesting. I want to say something negative, but overall, I don't think 2020 was negative.
Yeah. Did you complete your goals that you had this year?
I'm trying to remember what my goals might have been at the beginning of 2020 because I think everything changed. Whatever goal I thought I had probably changed.
Yeah. But besides from that, what are you looking forward to next year?
It's interesting that you asked that, actually, because my sister and I decided that we were going to get together with my niece and probably my mom, and we're going to try to do like a vision board for the year, so I would be able to answer all these questions better next year, probably. Because I think I really want to stop and pause and like really reflect and then make a good goal for next year. But I think one thing that helped this year was staying positive, so I know that'll be part of it.
That is true. That's all we can do. So, all right. I thank you for your time.
Well, thank you.
In a brief description, tell me about your experience from 2020.
2020 has been rough. I believe it's been rough for everybody, but I try to stay positive and try to still manage my goals. So it has a lot of positivity in 2020, and try not to dwell on the negativity. Even though this world is going crazy and upside down, I was happy and blessed that I was able to get my business license, build more clientele, get my website up, and venturing out and doing stuff, as well as enrolling into pastry school to further learn more about what I'm doing.
Did you complete your goals for this year?
Not all of it. I still have some on the list, but it takes time. So it's okay for me to carry on for next year for 2021.
Right.
Main goals have been taken care of though.
Do you have your goals set out for next year already?
Not completely, but I am working on it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Any questions for me?
What about you? You have your goals? Anything we should be looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to no more COVID. That'd be the number one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too. Merry Christmas. Be safe.
So in a brief discussion, how was your experience of 2020? You know, I know a lot has changed, but what is your take from it?
My experience with 2020 has been a learning experience for me. Definitely a faith building, trust building, and just overall learning experience. It had its ups and downs, of course, but thankfully we survived and made it through. From a business side, it's been season of execution. I've been tapping into a lot of resources, taking advantage of a lot of opportunities, as well as connecting with a lot of partners and collaborators through different networking opportunities. So it's been a lot of goal setting, a lot of executing, and just overall a positive vibe on the business side, and then which in turn gives a more personal positive outcome as well.
All right. Did you complete your goals for this year?
I did complete my goals for this year as far as a few profit and revenue from the financial side since we're in the last quarter, getting close to that goal. So we'll see how that comes out toward within the next few weeks. But the goals that still has a little ways to go on because throughout the process I've learned something, so I had to enhance it. So they're gonna carry right over into 2021, but at least I'll be a little further on in them.
Right. So do you have your goals laid out for next year?
I I do. I kind of have a little the strategies and things, the way I'm putting things in place. Overall, goal is to definitely connect with a lot of high ticket top other business owners and entrepreneurs who are looking for a collaborative effort. So that's been starting. I've been connecting, through with you, how we met through the platform. I have been putting a few other things in place with another group, networking group that I'm a part of. And I guess one of the biggest ticket items that I won't expound so much on is me hiring a publisher. So there will be a book coming forth in the near future.
Well, I'm happy to hear that for you, and I thank you for your time.
Yes.
So, in a brief description, how was this year? How was your experience with this year?
Well, it was the hardest year in recent history for America and the whole world on average. But we got to remember to be thankful. I mean, there's no world wars going on. We're not drafting, young people like a little older than you. We're not sending people off to die. There's no, this plague isn't like the Black Plague where everybody died. There's a lot to be thankful for. And so my experience personally is it was quite a shock. I mean, we've been watching our country and a lot of the free Western world stolen from us for decades. And somebody, a news host today, was just talking about how he's been doing this for about 30 years. And he's watched, the world, he's watched America being systematically stolen by people who are lying and people who have a false narrative and a false narrative about history, false narrative about the future. And so we've watched it be stolen. And so it's been a shock to watch, especially the last month or two, what's happened, the coordinated effort of media, so-called media, and the coordinated effort of big tech firms and all the other folks that are involved in this, just basically deciding that they know what's best for our country and stealing a country away from us. So it's been very painful and shocking to watch that. And so that's been my recent experience. And that's just what's foremost in my mind as I talk to you today, Skyler.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way too. Did you complete your goals that you had for this year?
Some, not all. My personal goal is to get off, somehow break free from the addiction to email. When I say addiction, it's not an addiction like Facebook or social media. It's a necessary evil. It's part of what I have to do. There's emails I have to answer. But the problem is they can sometimes often take over my life. And when I do that, I can't get anything productive done. So in that sense, I'm very disappointed in the year because I was not able to conquer that. In another sense, our company goals, we've been right on track. We're very happy with where we've been, where we're going. The amount of money we've raised in Wellings Capital for commercial real estate deals, we're quite happy with. And so from that standpoint, I'm very happy.
That's good. And what are you looking forward to next year?
Well, I'm looking forward to, I'm hoping that society is not going to plunge into some level of chaos. I'm hoping that between the pandemic and then the vaccine and all the reactions around that, and then the economy and all that's going on in politics, I'm hoping that we're going to have a stable, peaceful society. And I'm hoping that all the goals that I personally have and our company has for investing are able to go forward in peace. I think we're designed for peace. We're designed for productivity. We're designed for good things. And I don't think we operate real well in chaos. And so that's what I'm looking forward to and hoping for America and the world.
Yeah. Are your goals going to be the same or different?
Well, one of my goals again this year will try to conquer this productivity issue I have with email and all that. That's one thing for sure. Our goals for raising money inside the company are actually quite similar to this year, just expanding that a little bit. And so I think that's about where we are.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, that's go be it for today.
All right. Thanks, Skyler. Hey, I just wanted to say again, man.
Okay. So, in a brief summary, how has 2020 been for you?
2020, a year to remember, that's for sure. It started out strong and exciting, great year. And then, of course, things happened with COVID in March and April, which was just a bit of a tumultuous time. But, I've discovered that during this year, if you stick together and you just keep doing what you need to do, everything, comes together in the end. So for me, it was a little crazy in the beginning, but it's turned out to be as good of a year as it could be given the world around us.
Right. I know it's crazy. It's already the 17th, the day of December. Christmas is right around the corner. That's why Santa's chilling in the back here. So your experience and everything in 2020, it's all been a weird experience for everyone. Everybody thought it was going to start out great, but turned out that way. So what are you looking forward to next year in 2021?
I travel a lot. I speak at conferences, and I've just been living in a world of virtual events, and so I'm just looking forward to being able to interact with people, not just through a screen, but in person. So just being in the presence of others and feeling the energy of the group. Looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, if I was you, I would too. But I do more virtual events than public speaking. So, and then, do you have any goals that you're trying to complete next year?
Just to keep doing what I'm doing, I am growing a certified network of trainers around the country, and my goal for 2021 is to double what we have to date. So we're growing rapidly. So I'd like to actually spend next year doubling that number.
Well, I guess that would be a good thing. We're trying to do the same. So, thank you for taking time to record this clip. We hope you have a safe trip wherever you go, and a safe Christmas.
Thank you, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You too.
So 2020 has definitely been an interesting year. While there was definitely a lot of hardships for a lot of people, there was also a great time for innovation. It was like we went from 2020 to 2030 in one day. So the beauty of that is it opened the door for a lot of tech companies and different companies to really put their best foot forward in terms of technology and really evolve the world we're currently living in. My goal for next
Everyone's experience, everyone's clips, and things like that. I hope you did. Again, remember to please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss anything when I upload. 2021 is going to be a big year for us as well. We're going to do so much more. We have a lot in store already. And just, subscribing really helps us if you subscribe, because it helps. We're trying to reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers, but hopefully you liked everyone's experience. We want to know how your experience was. So if you want to either email us, text me at everything's in the description, TikTok me, or even just leave a comment down below. Please, we want to hear your stories. And be on the lookout for a video that's coming soon. It'll be our Christmas Eve edition. It'll be our Christmas video version that's coming out on Christmas Eve. So remember to go set your reminder for that. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate the support and everything. Thank you.